Separating service members. If you have a chronic health condition, cancer, diabetes, just had a stroke, just had a heart attack, just got diagnosed with heart disease, major autoimmune condition, severe PTSD, depression, anxiety, TBI, where you've had a suicidal ideation, suicidal attempt recently, and or you had a hospitalization recently, odds are you're not going to be able to take a commercial life insurance policy, at least for a number of years, depends on the condition. So your best options are, there's three options. You have two of them that evolve around Veterans Group Life Insurance and one that does not. The one that does not is a final expense policy. Final expense usually means that it covers final expenses, it covers funeral expenses and some minor debts. Guaranteed issue final expense policy, guaranteed you're accepted regardless of medical conditions. This is not very cost effective though, and it's capped out at like $25,000. What I mean by is that cost effective, somebody in their 40s probably gonna cost around $125 a month, $150 a month. Somebody in their 50s probably gonna cost $200 a month or more. And somebody in their 60s probably gonna cost $300 a month or more. So as you can see, it's not really cost effective for such a small amount of death benefit. But some life insurance is better than nothing, especially if you have a chronic condition. The other two options, Veterans Group Life Insurance. VGLI, you can convert from SGLI to VGLI within 240 days of your separation date with no medical questions asked. No medical labs, no medical exam. So if you got a chronic health condition, cancer, diabetes, stroke, just had a heart attack, anything major like that, suicidal ideation, suicidal attempt recently, hospitalizations related to PTSD, depression, anxiety, TBI, anything like that, take the Veterans Group Life Insurance within 240 days of your separation date. Now, if you have the likelihood of living for decades, some cancers you can live for decades, other cancers is pretty aggressive and you got 18, 24 months to live. Veterans Group Life Insurance is not an ideal option for you because the premiums go up every 5 years. So after you turn 50, definitely after you turn 60, it gets really freaking expensive. Another option, Veterans Group Life Insurance, you can convert to a whole life policy. About 12 to 13 different companies do this, where you can convert to a whole life policy, no questions asked, no medical exams, no medical labs, no medical underwriting. The whole life policy, you can pay into it for 20 years. Some of them do 30 years. You're covered all the way to age 120. It builds a cash value. The insurance company gives you a guaranteed interest rate. It's usually fixed. It's kind of like 4.5%, sometimes 6.5%. Depends on the insurance company. So it's not really going to compete with the stock market every year, but it's going to get you better than inflation rates most years, and it's going to grow over time. Tax deferred, you can withdraw or you can take loans out up to 5.5% tax free. So it's a tax advantage investment. Most companies say you pay into it for 20 years. Usually around year 17 to 25, you have more cash value than premiums you paid into it. Depends on the insurance company and how they invest and do everything. But if you live to age 70 or 80, a lot of times you can double or even triple your return on investment. So if there's a good chance that you can live long-term, 20, 30, 40 years with your chronic health condition, whatever it is, then Veterans Group Life Insurance convert to a whole life policy may be your best bet. So something to think about. I'm a retired veteran. I help veterans who transition out of the service, retirees, all veterans, explore and discuss Veterans Group Life Insurance about benefit plan and how they compare to term and permanent life insurance to see what's the best solution for you and your family when you pass away. Let's connect. Have a great day.